She had once thought that all the lands of Underhill were as familiar to her as the bounds of her own domain. But the realms Rian Vergreanton now rode through were known to her only through the tales of court bards and the descriptions in the oldest books in her liege lord's library. She was certain of only one thing about them. If she were caught here, she would be slain outright, without the privilege of fair combat, of trial, of challenge. These were the realms of the great enemy, and Rian slunk through them as a thief in the night, her every breath a prayer to Danu that her passage would go unnoticed. Each gate she managed to pass unchallenged was both a gift and a curse, for even as it sped her on her journey, it meant that Edghill had gone before her, deeper into peril, though he had as yet no more than a child's magic to call upon. Edghill. Each thought of him endangered was like a blow to the heart, filling her with the strong emotion that was the she's greatest danger. But she had accepted the gesh willingly. Edghill ap Garbrevis was a prince, and a prince's son, and his father's court was beset by enemies. That much she had known from the moment he had been given into her hands at his naming, she to be mother and father to him both, for his lady mother was untimely slain in the Chaos lands defending their realm, and the Lord Prince his father had no time for mewling infants. As the boy had grown toward adulthood, she had faced the day when she must give up some of his care to those others who had stood up at his naming, those who would teach him the arts of war, of sorcery, of music, and of torture. Those arts would make him strong. He would have less need of her strong arm to protect him, and that was good. She could look to the day when she could seek healing for the bond that had grown up between them, for passions so intense were not meant to be among their kind. When Edghill was an adult, and the term of her oath was run, she would seek, as she was bound to, a court far from this, so that the memory of him would fade into simple friendship, nothing more. But until that day she had sworn herself his protector, his shield against all the world's ills. And she had failed him. How not? Why else had he fled from her? For it must be that. No enemy could penetrate his father's court, subvert Prince Gabrevi's mages and knights to carry off the young prince.